for JG Wentworth. 877 cash now.
Hello, and welcome back to this week's episode of Yep to My App. I'm still Erica Starr, and today I'm here with...
Santissimo.
And today we were talking about New York's lovely subway system. I was going to say station.
The best public transportation.
Yeah, we're just going to get into that. The good, the bad, the ugly, things that piss us off, things that make us happy, all that. So if you haven't been to New York and you're wondering what it's like, you got two natives here telling you about transit. So let's start off with, what are some things that you were taught as a New Yorker, like growing up?
This is probably like the most basic answer, but mind your business, bro. It's literally just mind your business. I've never really had like any, thankfully, like, no, well, not that I can remember, but I've never had no like accidents. I've never got into no altercation. Never really got into like an argument or any type of like weird sort of tense moment or like, you know what I'm saying? Because like anywhere I'm at, bro, I mind my business.
Yeah.
If I hear something going on, yo, I mind my business, not paying no mind to it. I feel like every time I'm seeing an accident or something physical, whatever the case may be, happen, it's always because motherfuckers don't mind their business.
I feel like that's so like on the contrary of what New York tells you to do, which is see something, say something.
Ridiculous.
Do they still put that on the doors?
Yeah, well, nah. I feel like you see more of like, don't subway surf, which is crazy. They be making like comic books about it. I'm like, it was crazy. Yeah, bro. You know the little monitors they be having?
Oh, yes.
It should be like, yo, like,
don't be another subway story.
Don't be another victim. Like,
sound like a threat.
Bro, that's the stupidest shit ever.
Yeah. Some of mine that I was taught that like, some people give me the side eye when I tell them this, but like one of the things my mom always taught me was to never sit on the edge of the seat on the train. Cause that's how you get like sliced and your stuff stolen. Yeah.
Facts.
But I don't know if this is more like older subway etiquette, but like she taught me that since I was a kid and I've always kind of stuck by it. Cause she said she's seen people get sliced like on the way out. Like they walk out the train and they just take the knife and
oh, nah, yeah, facts.
Or like your headphones. If you have headphones on, they
That's the one my mom's would tell me. She'll be like, yo, if the door opens on your side, like behind you, for example, if I'm sitting on the edge and the door's on my right, like she'll be like, yo, like make sure you're away from that. They snatch your headphones.
Yep. Another one. This one, my mom taught me, but like it's one of the few that I've enforced, which is always walking on the right side, not the left. When you go up the stairs and down the stairs, you should always be on the right, or else you're gonna interfere.
Okay. Facts.
Yeah, that's one that you can easily find out who's the tourists and who's not because they're not on the right side of the hallway, the staircase, the escalator.
Facts.
Or the same way how like on an escalator, like the left side's like where you walk, and the one that you stand still is the right. Too many people don't know that. But yeah, and the other one I had on here was avoiding prolonged eye contact, which is just mind your business. Like, don't look for too long. Like, look, be nosy. You know, you can if you're just like glancing, but don't stare.
I'm not gonna lie. I've gotten into staring contests with people before, bro.
What?
Because sometimes like, so like there's sometimes like people just stare at you and you just be like.
On the train?
Yeah, I remember high school, bro. I remember this one time, like me and this dude, like he was like at the time I was to high school, you're like what, between 16, 18 or whatever?
Between 14 and 18.
Yeah, exactly. So around that time I was probably like a junior, so I was like 17 or whatever. I just remember I'm taking a train and this dude who's probably like a couple years older than me, maybe like 21, 22, still mad young. Like I remember he was just like, he was sitting down and I was leaning against the door and like he just kept staring at me. And like, but it wasn't like a stare and like it was threatening or like anything like that. He was just looking at me. And like I was just like, at first, I was like, I'm not gonna pay mind to it. Maybe he's just a weird dude. Then I realized, like, I don't know, like he would be on his phone and then just be like, I'm like, what the fuck? So then at some point, like he did that, and then I'm just like, I finally saw him, and I was like,
I would have been annoyed. I would have been so annoyed.
But it was funny, bro, because like, I kid you not, I'm staring, like I'm just like, all right, like now I'm gonna just get in on the fun. I'm just like, and he blinks and he's like, damn, I blinked. And I was like,
I know you lost it.
Yo, bro, I couldn't, bro. At first I was like, I think I was having a bad day, so I kind of was like a little like sarcastic and like serious about it. But then when he said that, I was kind of like, because he said it was straight face. He was like, damn, I blinked. And then
That
two stops later, he just got up, didn't even acknowledge me or nothing. He just left, and I was just like,
Aw, but that one's kind of wholesome. That one's sweet.
that's what I'm saying though. Like I can't remember what it was, but I was having a bad day. But when that happened, I was kind of like, nah, that was mad funny. He just got up.
See, I don't know what sparked it, but as we were talking, I remember this one thing that like pisses me off is when somebody gets on the train. It's usually like a crazy person of some sort, and they don't shut up, but they're not speaking. They're just making sounds. Like
They
one
start
time,
bugging out.
yeah. So like there was one
K2 heads.
like there's okay, and there's different types because some of them are funny. Like there was this one guy who was like in my neighborhood, growing up, and like he would just go up and down the streets, and he used to always wear oh my god, it's like a CD player and it had headphones. A Walkman, is that what that is?
You used to wear one?
No, like you know, you you have it like on your hip.
He had the outfit. I was like, wait, what?
No, and he used to walk around. He'll be like,
All right.
and like we just knew him. No, but he was cool. Like he was a regular person.
Okay.
Yeah, but like that was his thing. Like if you had to, like I never knew his name, but if you asked somebody in the neighborhood, like, have you seen and they're like, yo, I know exactly what the fuck you're talking about.
That's mad funny.
So like that's a different kind because it's like he was still sane. It was just like, oh, he's just a little silly. But like it was one time I was on the train and it was like this older lady came on and she was definitely like homeless and beyond cracked out at that point.
Word.
And she kept doing like this like sound, but she wasn't chewing anything, which pissed me off more. And I think it might have been because she didn't have teeth. And she just kept on. And then like making the rounds, making eye contact with everybody on the train. And I was just like, oh my, because I have misophonia. You know what misophonia is?
Yeah.
So it's like, it was like next level. Like I almost got on another train. I had like 7 stops left, I remember. And I was just like, if I get off this train, I'm going to have to wait. I think it was like 32 minutes. And I was like, you know what? It's worth it. Because that bitch was pissing me off.
Yo.
But, yeah, stuff like that, I can't do it. But before we get into all the ugly stuff about the train, let's start about the good stuff, the stuff that we like. Why are you already laughing?
Nah, it's just so funny. Like it's just so many. It's like it's so much more bad things than good.
I know,
but
we're
it's
gonna
like,
get through it quick. This section. My number one is always like the buskers, like the people either dancing, singing, playing an instrument. That's always like my favorite, especially like SX on the F.
Yeah.
Usually in the morning there, it's always like someone singing a nice song. Or like for me, you know, I have like my signs from the universe and stuff. So sometimes I have like a song in mind, like, you know, consistently. It'll be like an old song, a song that's not like popular or whatever. And then like I get on a train and there's this random guy singing that song. And I'm like, life is good. I'm where I'm supposed to be. I have like a very like New York Minute moment where I'm just like, yeah, this is nice.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's hit or miss for me, bro.
What you mean?
Like I don't mind. Like, bro, get your bread get your bread however you want to get your bread, or if you want to showcase your talent, by all means. But like, bro, save that shit for the afternoon, bro. Don't be banging drums in the morning.
Okay, drums is different.
Don't be Showtime in the morning. No, bro. I swear to God, before I used to be able to like tune it out. But like I guess like the older you get, not that I'm much older, but still like, bro, they do stuff in the morning. And I'm just like, come on.
Well, imagine
bro.
being a
like,
woman during Showtime, because in the morning in college when I used to be going to school, whatever, they would do Showtime, and like they will always make sure to make eye contact with me, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna give you money. Like they're like, but come on, smile, and I'm like, it is 7 a.m.
Yo,
I don't have no.
Yo, when they would give you dap, like
there's one. He's like the main one that I feel like I always see him. He always asks me up, and I'm like, you know my face. Like we know each other. Just stop. Like hello.
I be thinking like, damn, bro. Like I give him this dap. I'm gonna be the first person he goes up to like with the hat. I'm gonna be like, I give you a dap, bro. Like,
but what pisses me off is when like there's like a woman like with a kid. One that's like a toddler, another that's like in a carriage or something, and they're like bothering her, and they're like, but come on, because they do like what you do. Like they'll like just have their hand out and just be like, come on, for mad long. And it's like, bro, like just
want my dap.
Like,
I just like, nah, bro, I want my
like,
dap.
Clearly she's uncomfortable. Like that kind of stuff, that be pissing me off. And like they be having like near misses with people's faces when they do like their spins and shit. I'm
not gonna lie, I be waiting for that day where like somebody just kicks the shit out of somebody. Like I'm not gonna lie, bro. I love when bro, like sometimes, you know how like sometimes like if you're in like a position that's gonna interfere with their routine,
Yeah.
and they'll be like, yo, you mind like just moving to the side? And then some of those people that ass don't be like moving.
Yeah.
I'd be like, damn, bro, like just move.
My thing is like,
or just step to the side a little bit.
this isn't like an organized thing. Like they act like they won't get kicked in the face if they stay exactly where they're standing,
That's what
because the
I'm
show's
saying.
gonna happen regardless.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and it's usually someone arrogant with the book. That's
And it's
usually
like,
from
yo,
what
bro,
I've seen.
like, gang, like, just move, bro. Like I said, I have no problem, bro. Like, I don't mind it because, like, as corny as it seems, it's like it really like embodies like the New York like
Yeah.
subway system, like people doing, you know, performing or whatever, and like. But it's just sometimes, bro, in the morning, bro, is crazy.
Nah, I can only do singing in the morning and like really pretty instruments, like that guy with like the flutes and stuff.
Nah, I don't want to hear none of that shit. I'm sorry,
right.
bro. It's I think because like now that I'm like I live near a school, like it's just constant noise, bro. In the morning, in the afternoon, and then they're doing construction at night.
Yeah.
So it's just like, yo, my God, bro.
You just remind me like elementary schoolers and middle schoolers or high schoolers on a train. Like any train around like 3 to 5 or like 7 to 9. No.
Bro, I be taking the L train.
And they be so loud.
Bro, I be taking the L
So
train. I
loud.
be going through hell, bro. It is crazy because I kind of reflect back and I'm like, damn, like sometimes I was loud, but I was never like as obnoxious like on the train. Because that's something like going back to what you mentioned earlier about like what your mom's taught you. Like that was something my mom used to always teach me about like proper like I guess like public etiquette and whatnot. My mom would always be like, yo, like relax, bro. Don't wild out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I've seen when people or like kids wild out or whatever, and like an adult like checks them.
Yeah.
Like, and they'll be like, yo, like sit the fuck down or whatever the case it be. Like, so I'm like, yo, bro, like I don't want to get G checked by some OG or something. Fuck
Yeah.
that.
One time I saw a dude get jumped on the train. And like no one said anything or did anything. It was a bunch of high schoolers, and I was like, I don't know what to do because I was a high schooler myself, and I was just like, you know, I think that's like the most violence I think I've ever witnessed on the train. Because I would say
Really?
like I don't have any like crazy subway stories. Like, you know, I'm lucky, but the most I think like someone got jumped, but I had gotten on the train like when things had already escalated. So I feel like everyone knew that whoever was getting jumped should have gotten jumped. Because I feel like when it's not right, people step up. I think. Like if it was like truly like an
100%,
innocent person, then it's like people were like, hey, cut it out. But the one who got messed up
100%.
got messed up bad.
Yo, bro, I remember one time. It's not really like a funny thing, but like, yo, nah, you're not gonna be laughing. You're not gonna be laughing, bro. All right, so I remember one time, right? I used to play basketball for my high school, and what's it called? Like, remember we used to have like weekend games, so like on a Saturday morning or something, right?
Yeah.
I can't remember where I was going, so I was on 14th Street, and I got on like the 405 or whatever, and bro, some lady like started having a seizure right in front of me, bro. Like I was
What
sitting
did
down.
you do?
No, bro, I'm gonna get to it, bro. I'm a hero, bro. I'm a hero. I'm taking hero credit. So right? So you know how like the 405 train, like the seats are fake, like mad close towards each other. So like I said, I'm sitting right across from her, bro. And at first she was just sleeping. She was just leaning or whatever, sleeping. Like we were both on the edge, and she was sleeping. And then like I remember I'm on my phone or whatever, and like from like the corner of my eye or whatever, like I just see her leaning forward, like, and she just falls and like, bro, bangs her head on the floor. So she's just like face planted, stiff for like a second or two, and everybody's like, oh shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then she starts like shaking, and she was having a seizure.
Yeah.
And I just remember like, because at the time, if I'm not mistaken, my older brother was in senior care. So like he would always come and like tell me like stories of like how his day went or like what was like a wild call that he got, whatever. So I just remember like he would mention like seizures or whatever, like the proper protocols and all that type of stuff or shit that I've read online. And like I just started like, I was like, yo, like I started like moving her like on her side because I think they say you could choke on like I don't know, you could choke or whatever.
Or like swallow your tongue.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to like lean them on the side. So I remember like I'm like pushing her on this side. Obviously other people knew as well. So they started like moving her to the side, and like it was just crazy because like the train ended up like they obviously like did the whole emergency thing. They told the conductor. So they got into the next stop, and then I felt bad because I'm like, damn, like I kind of want to stay here, but I'm like, kind of got a game to go to. So I just hopped on the next train. I'm like, all right, she like, it looked like she's getting the attention she needs. So, but that shit was wild. I have mad train stories, but that was like, I remember like at first, cause like, you know how people are, like they start panicking or whatever. Like I feel like, bro, in a situation like that where like somebody's life is potentially on the line, like, and not to get all deep or nothing, but it's like you're panicking. You're not doing them any favors, bro.
Yeah.
Like imagine if nobody was like there to like initiate, like turning her to the side or whatever. Yeah. So that was crazy, bro.
I love how we started talking about things that were good about the train, and we have yet to like. Nah,
facts. Nah, so like I think sometimes like I really like getting on the train on like a Friday night or like a Saturday night.
Oh my God, that was on my list.
Because of how the vibe is just up there. The energy is high. Because if you really pay attention to like a Monday night or Tuesday night, everybody's tired. Everybody's on their phone listening to music or whatever. You know what I mean? Maybe that one or two people in the entire cart are talking. Nah, bro, on Friday. But that
L train on a Friday night?
Everybody is jumping, bro. And it's just like, there be times where I be going outside or whatever with friends or family, and then like I'm on the train and I'm like, nah, this shit a vibe in here too. Like, yo. But
yeah, it's a valid pregame.
That's like one of my favorite parts. Especially exactly like pre-gaming on the train or whatever, drinking on the train. Yo, bro.
Okay, don't promote drinking on the train.
Drink on the train, guys.
That's just drinking in public.
Cover it with the brown bag. You Gucci, bro. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Anywho, another thing I had in mind was when the guy it's not just one guy, any guy. They have like the huge speaker, like the one that's like super tall that they like wheel it around and then they like blast the music throughout the cart.
I haven't seen one of those in a minute.
Oh, I feel like I always
haven't seen one of those guys in a minute.
And I love it when they come on and the music is good. Like if I don't have my headphones and they're playing like good, for the most part when it's good, it's usually because it's older music. Like it's not like
turn that shit up.
Yeah, no, seriously. Nah, but they be like blasting it. Like you could hear it from the next card over. Like it's like they want like a whole. Or you know the guy that scares me is usually the one that he's like dancing by himself. That he's got headphones in. You never seen, because I feel like I've seen on several occasions that they're like by the door and they just doing like a little bop, but they need a bubble of space because they're moving. But they're just kind of like, just doing stuff.
I've seen people like that.
I feel like
I've seen people like that. Nah, I feel like I've seen people who just be on their headphones or they're like, you don't hear the music, but you just hear them just like, they're over here like, they're like feeling themselves. I'm like,
just a bit, but a bit too much. Because you can't tell if they're crazy or if they're just like really happy.
Word, should not even play music. They're just wilding. You're like, oh damn. I remember one time I did see, like, this is not funny, but like I saw a homeless person with headphones. And I'm like, but he had like these like Sony headphones, these brolic headphones. So like I'm just like W for my mans, bro. Like he got music.
Was it connected to anything?
Nah, bro. Not because like the wire was like, all right, so like I'm on this side and the wire was on this side. Like he had it stuffed in his pocket. So I'm thinking like, all right, like, he playing music or whatever, bro. Turns out like that shit was like on like his backpack or something and there was nothing there, bro. And I'm just like, damn, son. I was like, I'm like W, bro. Like he found something. He found music. Like, you know what I mean? And then, nah, bro. I was tight for him.
Sorry.
I'm like, I was like, yo, in the back of my head too, I'm like, yo, I really wonder what he's bumping right now. Cause he was on some, like, he was feeling it. I'm like, oh shit.
He was bumping imagination.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, bro.
All right, let's go to the list of bad. Cause I didn't have any more good. Like, number one thing, the smells. The number of smells you will smell in a train station is unheard of. You're gonna smell pee. You're gonna smell. I'm sure we know what
K2?
Rat like decay smells like, but we don't, okay.
Bro, you do you know,
but we don't know which smell is like rats dying, but we know that we've smelled it.
Yeah.
Which I think is crazy. Something I was thinking about the other day, and this is like random side note. I was wondering why we've never put like a camera on a New York City rat to like see where they go. Cause I'm sure they go to a hub where there's like mad rats.
Right.
So I'm like,
Ratatouille, where they're just like, yo.
I don't know. I was always wondering that, but and also because I'm armpit level with everybody because I'm shorter. So imagine like a hot subway train. You're standing there and somebody's got their hand on the thing above you, and it's just straight like armpit everywhere. That smell is disgusting.
Damn, I'm not gonna lie. That L train be poofing, bro.
Really? The L train got air conditioning
bro,
though.
It be smelling like tin cans and bounce that ass, bro.
Oh, see, for me,
yo, on the L train in the summer.
Yeah, I don't think that's bad. They got air
Nah,
conditioning.
bro. There's a couple. I don't know.
Like
man.
for me, the bad thing is like the SXF trains platform and the 4-5 on 14th Street. You know how hot it gets over there?
You know what station gets hot in the summer? 34th Street. 34th Street, Herald Square, and 42nd Street. Like, if you're getting off on the Q or N from 41st and Broadway, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, my God,
It
bro.
gets so musty. It's not a fun time.
Trains, like, I never understood that, bro. Like, we got monitors everywhere, bro, that everybody eventually just punches or breaks.
Yeah.
And then, like no AC, bro. Like,
I mean, I feel like most do. For as long as it has blue seats, it got air conditioning. It's the orange seats.
I'm talking about not
the
in the train, like the platforms.
Oh,
yeah, like the platforms, bro. That shit sucks, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, like, I would say, I feel like for the smell, believe it or not, like, I'm just so used to it. I'm like, obviously, I don't want to wake up and smell shit in the morning. Like,
no, there's definitely levels to it.
That's not something I look forward to. But like, there's just certain times where, like, bro, like, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Did it happen to you post COVID that you had to re-get used to the smell?
Nah.
Cause for me, I didn't go on the train until I went to college. So it was like, well, until I was back in the building at college. So it was like I spent a year and a half not taking the New York subways. And the first time I went back, I was like, oh my God, this smells disgusting. Like I was like beyond grossed out. And then eventually I got used to it.
With COVID, it did make me a little bit more like wary of like touching the pole and stuff like that. But that was like mainly everybody.
See, for me, when it came to COVID, I
nah.
started touching things immediately.
Yeah.
Because I gotta build this immune system back up like as soon as possible.
Yeah. Nah, of course I was, but I was just like, damn, like, gotta be careful. But aside from that, like, nah, I didn't have to get. The only reason why I say that though is because, like, genuinely, like, not to get too off topic, but like my pops in Honduras, they're like, his side of the family is our farm, like they're farm people. So like, being on the farm with cows, horses, sheeps, goats, all that, like, you smell like a lot of shit. So you're used to it. So like, the smell doesn't really like bother me. The smell does, like, not the smell, excuse me. The like certain, like when people start like smoking like some wild drug on there or lighting up in there, that's when it's
because
like,
when it's a bad drug.
That's when it's like, bro.
It's a different smell. It's definitely sharper.
Certain smells you can distinguish.
Yeah.
Certain smells you could distinguish. Like, you smell that and I'm like, nah, I'm on to the next car, brother.
Have you ever smelled, and this is going to sound disgusting, but I feel like it's a known smell. It's a certain type of homeless person. There's like the homeless person who smells like pee, but then there's the homeless person who, like, it's like.
I feel like I know where you're going with this.
Do you? It's like when you look at them, it's like their limbs have like swollen up and like their legs turn gray.
Oh, I avoid those.
It's like a powdery, gross smell. It's like
it's sweet but smell like shit. It's like somebody took a shit on baby powder. And then just put more on top of it. Yo. You be like,
you don't want to smell it.
Like, this shit's sweet, but it stink. Oh shit! I knew where you was going with this, bro.
I thought that was like such a specific smell. I was like, damn, he might not know.
That should be mad. Like,
it's confusing.
Yeah, you be like niggas spray cologne in and shit. Like, nah, that's bad funny, bro. Nah, 100%. Like, I think the funniest thing that be like that for me when it comes to like homeless people when they smell, unfortunately, obviously. No, we're not clowning them. We know the circumstances, just to be very clear. But like,
this is just normal.
Exactly. Unfortunately, that's New York for you.
Yeah.
But like, I always find it funny, or like, it's either funny if I'm in a good mood, or if I'm in a bad mood, it's mad annoying. Where like, a train pulls up, like you're on your way to work or something. You're like, oh shit, empty car. I can pick any seat I want, and then you go in, and then you see that homeless dude laying down. And then, that powder, baby powder and shit smell. I'm like, Damn,
It's always
son.
never go on an empty train car in New York.
And then
There's always a reason.
and it's just and like the other part of me where it's funny is like when I would like catch the homeless person, and then like I see people mad excited. They're how they be mad eager to get in, and then they're like, and they be just running out to the next car. Yo, that's bad funny, bro.
That's one thing though. Like an empty cart is always a bad sign because then sometimes there's pee on the floor. Ugh. Sometimes there's a rat in the cart. So like it's always something, and it's just that I could say like I haven't had a like violent situations, but I've definitely had like disgusting situations where it's just like,
bro,
I feel like I've seen stuff I shouldn't have seen, like just like a pile of human shit.
Yeah.
On the train floor.
Bro, the amount
disgusting.
The amount of nasty shit and also like violent stuff, physical stuff I've seen on the train.
You know how many dead bodies
bro.
like MTA workers have found? Like, cause it's like I've between like my dad and like a bunch of other people who I know who've worked with the trains, they're like it's a regular occurrence to find dead bodies. Like,
word.
Yeah, that it's like whether it's somebody who jumped on the tracks, because obviously like we hear less than gets put out there, but it's like whether someone jumped in the tracks or it's like a homeless person who's like living in between like the train tracks and stuff. Like it's super common that it's just like, well, there's another one. Shit happens.
Word.
Or like
I never thought about that.
Or like the people who clean the trains and stuff, it's like it's not foreign to them to be cleaning blood off the front of a train because it's like,
oh shit,
somebody got hit, somebody got hit.
That's true.
Yeah,
that should be crazy, bro. That's one thing that I'm like, yo, bro. That's one thing that like I thank God that I have never witnessed, bro. Like, or just even remotely be anywhere near something like that, like a tragic accident or whatever, you know, like that. That's one that I think that would be like.
There's a part of me that really wants to see it, and another part of me that's like, Erica, you don't know what you're talking about. Like,
nah, I know for like, it's not that I can't, like, obviously nobody wants to see that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I wouldn't be able to handle it, but that would be like one of those like, oh my God.
That's what turns you into like unk status where you start telling stories.
I'd be like, I wish I ain't see that.
I seen shit.
Bruh. Nah, yeah. Like I said, I've seen some crazy stuff before, bro. I remember one time like going to back to the topic of like nasty stuff. This is the last one. I'm gonna keep it as PG.
No, it's fine. People don't know what they don't know.
But I remember one time, right? This was probably high school. Yeah, high school. On my way back to the crib or whatever. And I'm literally, thank God, bro, I'm gonna stop before like my stop. And there was this homeless dude in there, cool, whatever. He ain't like really stinking on it. Was just a homeless dude. He was just laying down on one of the things, right?
Just hanging.
Bro, I remember homeboy got up. Right? Just got up. He walked like towards the middle, bro, of the cart. The middle of the cart. And he's just standing there. But like he's like this, like eyes closed and everything, like as if he was sleepwalking. And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Everybody in there too, because it was like tight packed in the cart. We were like, what the fuck? And then, bro, son just starts pissing himself, bro. And you just see this shit going down, bro. And I'm like, nah, bro, yo. Thank God the cart, bro. And got to my stop. She opened. I was like, nah, that's crazy. Crazy, bro. I was like, damn, son.
Ew.
Yuck. I be feeling bad though, but that's how it is sometimes.
See, that beats anything I was gonna say next. My next ick was just like when people cough on the train. And I think this might have been just because like post-COVID, when there's like that one person who just won't fucking stop coughing.
Even before COVID, bro.
Oh, see, it pissed me off more after COVID.
No, of course, yeah, of course. That's for sure. But even before COVID, bro, like, bro, when people, I've seen people literally sneeze, grab a pole, and I'm like, yo, bro, I have a very bad habit where like, so it's so funny how like we opened up with this and like the number one thing I said was mind your business.
Yeah.
But like, I'm like mentally in everybody's business.
No, I know.
I'm just like, bro, like you don't ever like see or like someone says something and you're just like, bro, what? And it's not that you're trying to eavesdrop. It's just genuinely like, you're like, let's say you're just right next to me. Like I have no other choice but to like, like I hear you, bro. And like, I see people like they'll cough, not cover their mouth, touch the pole or whatever. I would see, yo, bro, oh my God, with kids, when they,
I can't stand kids.
They be having their kids on their lap touching the pole. Sorry, touching the pole, and I didn't know how close I was. Touching the pole and everything, then putting it on their face and touching it. I'm like, yo, bro, are you not like, what the hell are you doing, bro? And like, when I say that to the parents, like, yo, bro, like,
Yeah.
you're not looking, bro.
They're just like, oh, they're just exploring. They'll figure it on their own.
Oh,
Meanwhile, people hold the pole with their ass cheeks. You ever seen that?
I seen some dude recently. Like
Yeah.
he was on the thing, like rubbing his ass cheek. I'm
Yeah.
like, ugh.
Like,
I'm
it's
like, aren't those poles
gross.
bad cold? It's, ugh.
Oh my God. Here you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I stopped holding on to the poles. I try my best not to because I'm just like, I got grossed out. There was like this it's like a carousel on Instagram, and it was just like a bunch of posts of like different ways you could hold the pole. It was obviously like satire, but it's like people like with their ass, you know, grabbing the pole, or it was like or like situations where like someone licks the pole, or just like like it was just like a bunch of gross New York things. And I was like, I don't want to touch a pole ever again. The only one I'll ever grab is the one that's like super high up, because I'm like, well, no one's ass has been up there. Like, I hope. Another unique experience, and I think this one pisses me off mainly because of like I get claustrophobic and stuff. But you ever wear like a sweater, like you're layered. You got a sweater, you got your puffer coat on, and then it's cold outside, and you go to the train station and it's hot. Wait, and then you get on a packed train, and then your back itches.
Ooh.
And you got a backpack on.
Ooh.
That experience kills me every time.
I've had situations. I've had situations where my knee itches, bro. And I can't reach. I'm like, yo, I be trying to fake it. Like, I'll have a bag, or I'll do anything to be like, yo, hold up, I gotta. Yo, I've had situations like that, bro. Like my back of my knee or my calf itch. I'm like, yo, and it always be at the worst time, bro.
Yeah.
All day I'm fine, and then
packed.
nah, I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of why I really during the fall, winter, when it gets cold, I don't really get cold easily. Like, it takes a lot for me to like, if I'm wearing a jacket, it's brick. Like, you will know it's really, really cold. And like, that's why, like, ever since, like, I used to always wear a hoodie, you know, the typical. It's, let's say it's winter time, hoodie, jacket. Bro, getting on a train when it's mad hot, bro, and then you start sweating, and then like part of me is like, damn, this is a part of the fit, bro. Like, I don't want to take off my jacket, and I don't want to hold my jacket, bro. That's mad work, especially on a packed train.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you might be carrying a bag or something, so that's
and
why.
then you're not on the train long enough for it to make sense to take off your jacket.
And then you gotta think about, yo, do I put it on before I get off, or do I put it on when I get off?
Yep.
Yo, nah, yeah, I don't do that. That's why, like, nowadays I'll just wear like an extra layer than like a hoodie to hold me down. So that way, if I get hot, just zip it open real quick. I'm Gucci.
Yeah, I can't stand that experience. That shit didn't. Not fun for me. Let me see what else I got on here. Oh, I have this one weird instance that I had that it pisses me off to this day. And I'm gonna just say it. This happened like, I think I was in college, so 2019. Yeah, it was before COVID, so like 2019. And this lady, she puts these packs of like tissues like all throughout all the seats on the train. And it was the first time I'd ever seen that. I didn't know what, you know, was for or whatever. And I'm like, you know, it was that time of year when your nose gets runny and it's like, it's just that cold outside and it keeps dripping and stuff. And I was like, part of me was like, I should really take one of these. Like, this is so nice. This person's just, I just spit, my bad. This person's just giving away tissues or whatever. And obviously I didn't take any because, like, you never know. I didn't know if there were fucking drugs in it or something, because you just don't know. And then for anyone who took it, she was asking for money from them. And I was like, was
she deaf? I feel like
she might have been.
I've seen people
definitely didn't speak.
I've seen people who were like deaf, like they would like leave the tissue and then like a note on it saying like, yo, like, I'm deaf, blah blah blah.
Yeah, that one didn't have notes. I've seen the ones with after that I feel like I've noticed it more than ever. But yeah, I've seen the ones when they do notes, but she just left them as is, I guess, because she figured everyone knew what was up. And I was just like, oh, this is for money. I don't know, it just pissed me off. I'm like, it could have been a nice little gesture, but everyone gotta make their money.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I remember one time I got this is probably like the angriest I ever got with a homeless person, bro. There used to be this one homeless guy, consistently used to be on the L train, right? Like, he would always, for like a good 2 years, I always used to see him at least once a week. Always asking for it. And he had like one of those like, I'm just looking for money. Like one of those voices, right? So he used to do this thing where he'll be like, he had to be like, obviously he was mentally fucked up. But like he'll do this thing where he'll be like, please, I need some money, blah, blah, blah. And then when nobody started giving him money, he would start blacking out. Like he'll start wilding.
Oh my God,
but like
wait.
under his breath.
You said the L train, yes.
And he was like short.
Was it a white dude?
Short white dude.
Okay.
And he'll be like, every day, these fucking guys get money and then they don't want to give nobody. I
actually have a nice experience
He
with
would
him.
start blacking out. So, bro, I'm sorry. I don't know where he's at. Fuck him. I don't know where he's at. If he's, God forbid, but.
Let's just hope he's alive.
Exactly. You know what I mean? God rest his soul if he is. Hopefully not. But, bro, I remember one time I'm like, it was in the summer too. So I remember it was mad hot that day. I was sweating. I had like an ice cold Poland Spring, like not the big body, but like the medium sized one.
With the nipple.
Yeah, so homeboy came in or whatever, cool. And my son was like he looked like he was like, you know what I mean? Like his lips was mad chapped, like, you know what I mean? Like he was sweating a little bit too. So I'm like, let me give him this water. So I'm like, I remember he's making his rounds or whatever. He started coming back, walking towards my direction. I'm like, yo, boss, like, yo, stay safe.
Oh my God.
Here you go. Yo, my son, dead ass, he said, I'm not making this up, bro. My son said, he looked at me up and down. He said, I already have water. And just kept it pushing. Yo, bro. I remember I was just like, yo, I was so mad, bro. I think under my breath, I was like, yo, bro, like, suck my dick.
I got two things to say. So with that guy, I had the same impression of him initially when I was on the train and he was doing his whole like, you guys, whatever. But what happened with me is I was coming home from the beach and I had like this big tote bag with me and it was like, there was a bunch of stuff in it, but I was holding the tote bag. So like all the weight of it was kind of like behind my back because it was just like really strapped on me. And as I was walking out, the door closed between me and the bag. So like I'm stuck on the door. All right.
Sorry.
And he saw that he was the one that helped push the doors open because it felt like the train was gonna go. And like usually like the sensors are good and somebody's always watching. I'm like, whoever the train person is, they hate me. Because they peek out the window to see what's going on. I'm like, I know you see me stuck here. And he was the one that like forced the doors open to help me or whatever.
He was like, all right, have a good day. Sorry.
But like I have a nice thing with him. So I was like, okay, he's nice. And then the time after that he saw me, he smiled and I gave him like $5. It was a nice experience. But my second story though has to do with the water. At one time there was a guy who gave a convincing story about being homeless and stuff. I mean, he still could have been homeless, but clearly he wasn't, in need enough because I had a water bottle that wasn't even opened yet. So he couldn't be like, oh, cooties or anything or whatever. And I gave it to him because it was hot and he looked, in distress and sweaty and all that stuff. I was like, oh, here, I have my water. Because it was one of those where it's like, I don't even want any money. If you have any food on you, those are the ones I always feel bad for. Because I'm like, if you're just asking for money, like, I don't know what you're using the money for. But if you're just asking for food, it's like, I'll find whatever I got. And I gave him the water bottle. And then he got off the train, like, before me. But like, we got off on the same stop, but he was walking ahead of me. And I saw my water bottle at the top of the stairs of the entrance to the train. I was like, fuck you. Like, it was Essentia too. And I'm not even going to take it back because I don't know what cooties you got when you're on your hands or something. I don't fucking know. Yo. I was just like, that was a $4 water bottle.
Yo.
Fuck you.
I remember one time, I don't know if you ever seen this dude. I haven't seen him in a minute, bro. But like, you ever been on the, he would occasionally be on the L train. He would be on the M train. And I think the J train. And bro, big dude. Sorry, I spit too. Big dude, bro. He used to be this big dude. Long. He looked like homie from Sweet Life of the Sweet Life on Deck.
Mr. Mosby?
No, the dude with the glasses and the curly hair.
Yeah.
The big chubby dude.
Yeah.
And so he was like that, but bro, he was big, bro. He had to be at least a good 6'4", 6'5", but like he was like a football like size. Like he was fat, but like Aki. And he would like sing. He would be like, ooh, all that. And he would wear like a I don't know what it was, like a rug or something on him, right? And yo, I remember one time, this is the craziest shit I seen. I was on the M train. I think I was probably coming home from work or whatever. So it's late at night. There was this one dude, bro. So the dude comes in, he does his little, his little shtick. Oh, starts singing or whatever. I need money. Like he used to sing like that. He used to sing like
my head is like, I need cash now.
For JG Wentworth, 877 cash now. 877 cash now. That's no, bro. That's literally how we were good right there. But he was. That's how he used to sing. He used to have that like that opera type of shit, right, bro? But he was good though. But like he was never like obnoxious. He was never rude, nothing like that. He would just sing, go about his business. He'll be like, you know, any spare change. He'll be like, any spare change would help. Blah blah blah. Anybody would like to spare? Anybody to spare? Cool. And then that's it. No, he wouldn't mumble nothing. He was just on about his day, bro. One day he comes in, does his little shtick. There's this like white dude sitting down, right? Middle-aged white dude, but you could tell he like one of those. He gave me like a homie from Big Bang Theory, the annoying one, Sheldon. He gave me like Sheldon vibe, mad sarcastic, mad sassy, or whatever, right? So he's sitting down, and homie's walking, doing a little thing or whatever. I'm standing up by the door, and then next thing you know, I didn't hear what homeboy said, the one sitting down, but he said something, and the homeless dude was like, "What did you say?" And just started being like, he was on some like, yo, like go get a job, like. He's like, yo, like, you're a loser. You're over here begging for money. He's like, yo, like, what are you tall for?
Is he new to New York?
Bro,
like,
right? But, yo, bro, just shit. And then the homeless dude, bro, in his face. Like, I'm talking about he's sitting down. Homeless dude is like this close. Like, he's like this to him. He's like, oh, like, you don't know what I've went through in life, blah, blah, blah. Like, I've lost everything. I've lost my family. I lost my home. I'm still out here fighting for my life. And the dude is just, and there was some, like, lady sitting next to the dude while they were arguing, and she started kind of, like, getting up to, because she thought it was going to start, like, going to them fighting. And he was like, no, like, don't worry about it. He's pussy. He's not going to do nothing. Yo, I'm just like, yo. And the dude is just barking in his face, and he's like, it's all right. He's like, guess where I'm going? I'm going home to my bed, sleeping. And like he was like in the warm. He's like, you're out here in the cold. Like he was just wilding. But the dude, yo, bro.
The patience that big dude had to not rock him.
But it was crazy because he was literally the homeless dude is right here just yelling in his face. Any given moment, I'm like, yo, bro, what if he just knocks him out? And I'm not gonna lie, bro. He's an asshole for acting and saying the things he was saying, but part of me was like, nah, he got balls, bro. Because he didn't back up. He didn't flinch. The dude was just there like, all right, cool, whatever. Like, just talking shit. I'm like, holy shit, bro. And the dude ended up just getting out and just, like, leaving. I think like, he was sitting on the edge, and you know how, like, they be having the ads? I think he, like, the homeless dude, like, slammed it. Bro, didn't flinch. He just said, boom, and he was just like, all right, cool.
I hope people gave him a bunch of money for that.
Crazy, bro. Crazy. That shit was
smack
crazy.
That guy up, especially when you're at least portraying yourself as someone who has nothing to lose, like.
Yo, bro, that was one that I was just like, I felt bad because I'm like, yo, he's being a piece of shit. But that part of me is also, I was like, I'm like, he got balls on him, bro, for sure, for doing that.
Damn.
Shit, I stay away from homeless people. I'm like, no, please stop.
Yeah,
leave me alone.
I mind my business. You know, something I was thinking about that, like, I understand it. But at the same time, when someone else does it, it pisses me off. It's farting on the train.
I've never... Okay, actually not. Hold on. Hold that thought there, buddy. I'll go after you. Go ahead.
So, because it's like, when someone else farts on the train, it pisses me off. Because it's like, especially when it's like a crowded train. Because it's like, you don't know who's the culprit. You don't know who did it. And everyone's just having casual conversation. No one's saying anything. And no one wants to like do too much and be on some like, oh, who did that? Or that stinks or whatever. Unless there's like a school trip. Everybody's going to say something. But then on the flip side, like me having been the criminal and passing the gas, it's the best situation because
was it like a
who
like
done
a,
it?
Like a,
you don't know if it was me. No, it never made. I would never do it if it made sound because it's like that's enough. You know when it's gonna make sound and when it's not. But the problem, me personally, yeah.
Sometimes I'd be like, oh shit.
No, okay. See, no, that makes sense when like you don't expect it to happen at all. But when you know it's gonna happen, you know if it's gonna be loud or quiet. But if you're not expecting it, more often than not, it is gonna be loud. Like the amount of times that me and Josiah have just been like play fighting or whatever, and then I kick a certain way and just, yep.
A little.
You're
like, ooh. Yo.
But yeah.
Nah, I say that because like I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna say I can't remember having a situation where somebody around me ever farted. I'm not gonna lie. I've definitely, little let one rip real quick or whatever. I'll do a little, you know what I'm saying? Now I remember one time, bro. It's a little short story, but I remember one time I was on the train. This was in college, bro. This was like a little before COVID, right? I'm on the train, or whatever. I'm on the A train going to Broadway Junction, and I just remember, bro, like I had this one thing I couldn't like hold it. So it was a silent one, but it was a killer. Like it was one of those like, damn, bro. And I just remember like I instantly was like, nah, this shit like stink. So I'm like, yo, bro. I remember I look around and I start picking up. Like people are like you're picking up on it too. So I start acting with them. I'm like, and then I look at like, for example, you would be next to me and I'm like, yo, I think it was him over here, bro. Like I'll be like, yo, and then the whole time it's me, and they'll agree with me. They'll be like, oh, you play it off, bro. You ain't gonna catch me.
But you see, that's why the train is the best place to pass gas, but never to be on the receiving end of. Okay. What else do I have on here? Oh, I was gonna ask, do you like the new design of the trains? Where there's like, you can't swap carts, it's just one continuous cart.
I feel like I've only been on one of those trains when it's the G train or the A train, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely mostly the G train in recent memories. It's kind of cool. I'm just, honestly, like, it doesn't really, like, faze me. I'm not really, like, I don't look at it as, like, oh, this is cool, but I don't look at it as, like, this is a bad idea either. I'm just kind of like...
Oh, see, I don't like it, because that thing that we just talked about the homeless people, if someone smells... You smell them throughout the whole train. That is true. I haven't dealt with that yet. Yeah. So like if something crazy happens, whether it's somebody shitting on the train or somebody peeing and it's just going through all the carts, I was thinking about that. I was like, I'm not ready for that.
Oh, and man.
Another thing too is this part is just like being a woman. Like usually it happens where a guy's like either staring at me or getting creepy, and I've never had a situation where a dude's ever like flashed me, but it's happened. You know, you've seen it. The dude's just fucking jerking himself off in front of a girl and just having his way with himself or whatever, and it just gets real gross and real disgusting real fast. And typically, like, I would just get out the cart. I mean, that's part's never happened to me, but if someone's just staring at me, I get out the cart and I just run to another cart on the same stop. But now you can't do that anymore. If somebody's following you or something, like, you either got to, like, get out the train station and go back in or whatever. I'm just like, safety-wise, I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of the continuous cart.
That is true. But don't they have, like, cameras in? Not that that's going to make much of a difference, but, like, don't they have cameras in some of those?
I don't know, but even then, like, I don't know how the service works.
Yeah, that is true.
Underground and stuff, but... True.
That's crazy to think they didn't really have cameras in the trains for a long time. Like, in the train, like, itself.
Yeah, I mean, so I don't think... Do the new ones have cameras in the train?
Yeah, yeah. I've seen, like, they would have, like... They would have, like multiple ones, if I'm not mistaken. But, those trains never really, like, fazed me. I've been on it. I'm just like, oh, well, cool.
Oh, same.
Whatever. I could kind of like maneuver around. But from your perspective, I could see why you wouldn't like it. But it's true. I haven't dealt with like a homeless person on those yet.
What other stories do we have on the train?
Stories?
Yeah.
Oh, I got one cooked up. This probably, I'm not going to lie, this is probably one of my funniest, like, just funniest life experience I've ever had, right? All right, so one time, I have a lot of relatives that live in Rhode Island. A lot of cousins, uncles, aunts, all that. So I remember one time, right? I can't remember how old I was, but I remember basically all my cousins, their girlfriends came from Rhode Island, cool. So it was a bunch of us. And we were all like, yo, like, you know, I have some cousins that live here in New York too. So we all linked up and we're just like, oh, like, yo, let's go grab something to eat. Let's go hang out. It was in like the summertime too. And it was like one of those perfect summer days where it's not hot. It's you can still wear shorts and your regular summer outfit and wardrobe, but it's not hot where you're sweating. Like, you want to be outside. It's like that good breeze. So we're just like, yo, let's go outside. Let's go enjoy the day and the weather. So we end up taking the L train to 14th Street. We ended up going to 14th Street. I remember we watched the movie at the Regals over there on Union Square. And then we were like, yo, like, we're hungry. Let's go walk and let's go to Burgers and Lobsters. There was a Burgers and Lobsters, I think, on like East 18th Street or something like that.
I don't even know what that is. I've never heard of that.
I don't know if it's still in business, but at the time, it was a really good restaurant. Like, they'll give you like whatever.
Burgers and lobsters.
Seafood. But it was really good. And it wasn't that expensive. Like it was relatively like decent price. So we go over there, we eat, boom, boom, boom. Then we're roaming around because, we're showing our cousins around the city, not like the tourist areas, but like the actual cities, the actual parts that people hang out with. I remember we all go get up ice cream. Like we're just hanging, like we're just having a fun time, just roaming around the city, just talking, doing whatever. Cool. Finally, at one point, we're like, yo, like now let's go home and let's go hang out. So we're on the L train. Cool. Yo, I remember we get on the L train from Union Square. Get on the L train. We see this lady in the corner. Hair all fucked up, frizzled up. She wasn't homeless though. She wasn't homeless. Completely, you could tell she had a crib and all that. She wasn't homeless. Bro, she was just in the corner like this with a water bottle. I'm not gonna make the noise, but she was like just like this. But like her eyes were like. So I'm not gonna lie. I'm an asshole. I kind of find like I saw that and I was like, cause she was just like, but not moving, not saying nothing, just in the corner. So obviously, and I had when you're around that one friend or family member that they'll make you laugh in serious moments.
Yeah.
He kept making me laugh. So he's just saying funny shit. And then I just remember like Union Square. All right, cool. We get on. Not a lot of people are on the train. Then we get to 3rd Ave, right? Yeah, we get to 3rd Ave. People coming in. So then now she's kind of like pressing the water bottle even tighter. Like you hear it crunching. She's just like...
Oh, she was on the train. I thought she was on the platform.
No.
Okay.
They were in the train now. Sorry.
Yeah.
And she's like all the way at the end. We're in the last cart. All the way in the end in the corner. And she's just like that. You hear her pressing it tighter. Right? So it starts getting a little packed now. And so, yo, bro, then when we get to 1st Ave, mad people are getting in on 1st Ave. And I think somebody might have accidentally like touched her or whatever, getting in, because mad people started getting in. And bro, she just starts like just going, crunching the water bottle and just going like this. And the water's just flying everywhere. And yo, my cousin's like, yo, she's crazy. And I'm like laughing, bro. And she's going crazy. She's just like, but not saying nothing, just going crazy with the water bottle. We're like, yo, what the fuck, bro? We're like, yo, what is going on, right? So then, cool. She just keeps spraying the water bottle. People are just like, yo, what the fuck? And just get away. She's not saying nothing, just spazzing. And my cousin, like, I don't know if he was kidding, but I think he was genuinely scared. Like, he was like, yo, bro, what if she starts attacking us, bro? Like, just like, I'm like, yo, bro, shut up,
what if there's
bro?
stuff in the water bottle?
Exactly, right? So obviously, everybody's kind of like steering clear from her. So this is where it gets funny. Now we get to Bedford. Mad people, you know how mad people usually get off from the city to Bedford? Some drunk, like Irish or Russian dude comes in, shit-faced, bro. He's just like mad red and all that. And he just comes in, bro, and he sees the girl. Keep in mind, she's also wet, so she got like water coming down her face. Her clothes are wet. She's like dripping a little bit, and she's like this still. And the dude comes in. He's just like, and he had like a Russian accent. I'm not gonna even attempt the Russian accent, but he was like, who the fuck? Like, he's like, he started looking at us and he's like, what's wrong with this bitch? And yo, bro, the girl was just like, still looking at him and he's just like, hello. He's just like, ooh. And yo, bro, I'm just crying. I'm like, yo, what is going on?
That's just straight out of a movie.
Yo, and he's just like, yo, I don't know what's wrong with this bitch, bro. Like, and then like at some point he gets off like 2 stops later. He's like, bye, crazy bitch. And just gets off. And he's just like, Yo, bro, that had to be one of the funniest experiences ever, bro. Like, you had to be there to just be like, yo, there's so many things going on right now. Because like I said, it's a Saturday night. So you know how lively, like you said earlier.
Yeah.
Like, people, the train is loud and all that. And she was just going crazy, bro. That shit was nuts.
But
Yo, the junkie was just like...
I'm trying to think of stories that I have. I feel like I don't have any, like, interesting stories. Yours are, like...
Bro, I've had...
Full on, like, movies.
Were you taking the train in high school?
No, only for college.
You see, that's what it is. I started taking a train... Bro, middle school, I used to be in a middle school around, like, Queens. Like, the next thing you know, I'm going all the way. I went to a school called Urban Assembly Maker Academy. And it was inside Murray Bertram. So the school itself was like 4 different schools in one.
Yeah.
You had Murray Bertram. You had some shit called emergency management in the basement. I forgot what the other one was. It was like Mecca, something
Yeah,
like
you're all the way
that.
by City Hall.
Exactly. So exactly.
Yeah.
We were right off Chambers, or you could go to Fulton Street and then walk. So I was taking the train since, and even prior to that, like I
Yeah.
used to take the L train a lot to go to McCarran Park and to go to the pool. So like I was always taking the train. So I've always just seen. Thank God I cross my fingers, nothing happens anytime soon because I take the train religiously. But like I've had so many experiences, bro.
Yeah.
And just witnessed so many crazy things, funny things, violent things, and bro. Oh man.
Yeah, I had a phobia of the trains for a while when I was a kid. It was for the dumbest reason. It was just because one year, because my grandma and my aunt, like, it was like our annual thing to go to Coney Island, like for the rides and stuff. And there was one year I went with my aunt and my grandma, we took the train, and I think we took it the wrong way. Because you got to take it like to damn near the last stop or whatever. I think it's like the F or whatever. And I think we took the F train the wrong way, and then we didn't realize until we were all the way on the opposite side. And for whatever reason, that like scarred me. I was like, I don't trust the trains. I feel like the trains are never gonna take me to where I have to go. And anytime we had to go anywhere that involved the trains, I didn't want to go unless I was with my mom because I was like, my grandma and my aunt don't know how to take the trains, and I was just scared of it. And I'm like, that's just a weird random thing. I mean, I developed this is so off topic, but I developed a few phobias because of my aunt and my grandma. One time I got stuck in the elevator with them and I didn't take elevators for fucking like 3 years.
You were like, damn, we got us lost.
Yeah, I
you
feel
got
like
us stuck in the elevator.
Like, I was just like, I'm never taking the elevator.
Yo.
And that
you still do that?
Nah, I'm okay with elevators now. But when it like pauses a little bit, I'm like, fuck, I'm like 7 again. Like
just like that SpongeBob when he's a caveman. Sorry. Nah, yeah, bro. Like I said, like I'm grateful that I've never had any, like, personally towards me bad experiences. Not that I can remember right now, but like I said, like a lot of crazy stuff. Bro. I remember one time, right? If you don't mind me sharing the story. I remember one time, like I'm on the J train. Yeah, I'm on the J train. I think I'm going to like. I don't know where I'm going, whatever. But I'm going to the city from Myrtle Broadway. I'm taking the J train, right? And yo, there's probably had to be like one of those like, cause like I said earlier, like when you panic, you know what I mean? Shit starts going crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like that's one thing that like, and with all due respect and love to my family, but my family is very dramatic. So you know what I mean? Like a slightest inconvenience or something happens, everybody's, you know what I mean? I'm like,
yeah, no, I know all too well.
I've always been that one person of like, yo, calm down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just chill, bro. So that's why I always, that's one of my pet peeves is when people start panicking. I'm like, yo, relax, bro. So one time I'm on the J train over there. I'm chilling. My usual spot, leaning against the door, listening to music on my phone. On my peripheral, I looked, and obviously you could see the other cart through the doors. Bro, I just see mad people booking it, running to our like cart. And I'm like, oh nah. So I put my phone in my pocket and I start like, I'm like assessing like what's going on. Mad at them, just running, yelling, but nobody's saying nothing. Then they're in a cart. So I'm like, God forbid, somebody might be, shooting shit up or, back something up. Let me start. I wasn't running, but I started kind of like speed walking towards another cart. So finally, at one point, we got to one of those carts where you can go through because I think it's the conductor's little room. And bro, I don't know what happened. To this day, I don't know what happened on that train. To this day, I don't know what happened on that train.
And no one was saying anything?
I think somebody, because people were saying multiple things. That's why it's like you didn't know who to believe. Someone was like, oh, there's a fight. Someone said, yo, someone got a knife. Yo, someone got a gun. Yo, someone's getting jumped. Like I heard like 5 different
those could all be the same story.
Exactly. So I'm like, damn, I don't know which one to believe. But like, I felt like, God forbid, if it was like gunshots, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I feel like they wouldn't be staying on the train.
It would have been way worse. Like motherfuckers wouldn't be doing anything to try to get out. Or like, everybody would have been ducking or you know what I'm saying? But I just remember like, I ended up running into a family friend. Like a family friend just randomly randomly ran into her, bro. I remember there was this old, like not old lady, but she was like, like early 40s, mid 40s. And she was just like exasperated and was just like, oh my God. And like, at one point, like, I'm just like, miss, like, relax, take a deep breath, or whatever. And she like she grabs my hand and like is like holding my hand tightly. So I'm just like miss, like calm down. You know what I'm saying? Like take a relax, like try to breathe in, breathe out, whatever, cool. And like next thing you know, I just see this family friend. I'm like, I forgot her name, but I'm like, oh, what's going on? And then she's like, oh, hey, Justin. And then bro, in the middle of it, we're just talking. I'm like, you know what's going on? And she's like, yo, I saw people running, so I started running too. And I was like, good idea, bro. And like I said, I don't know what ended up happening because we were crossing from Marcy to Essex. So obviously, either way,
it's a long stop.
Exactly. So like once it got off Essex, I just got off and just continued my day. Like I said, I mind my business, bro. If I'm not particularly in danger or I don't witness any type of danger, I'm just like,
that's too much business minded for me.
But it was crazy though, because like I said, bro, people just, you know how crazy it is for you to be on the train. You just look up and mad people are running to you. You're like, oh shit. So I saw they were speed walking because I can't run because people are also looking at them and they're like, oh nah.
Yeah.
But that was crazy. That was crazy.
Hold on, I'm sorry, this is gonna sound so whatever, but you just said your name. Did I introduce you at the beginning of this podcast?
Yeah.
I did, right?
Well, I introduced myself.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm here with, and I was like, son,
okay. Bro, because I'm thinking right now while you said your name, and I was like, did I not say who I was here with? Okay, cool. Sorry.
She pregame with Coquito.
No, you did. Stop.
I haven't done that in a minute.
I know. Keep it that way.
But nah, yeah.
Was there ever like a train story that like scared you a little bit? Because I know because my mom sends me stuff about the trains all the time, and I think the one that messed me up the most.
I know what you're gonna say.
You don't know?
A train?
I don't know what train it was, but I just know that the guy was wearing a mask, and I think he like gassed the cart with like a gas.
Oh, okay. It's a different story.
Yeah, that one I think was the one that like freaked me out the most because I feel like. And I don't know if this is just like New Yorker mentality or whatever it is, but it's like, I feel like I could get out of a situation where there's a gun. Like, because I feel like the gunman would never be aiming at me specifically. And I feel like I don't know, because I feel like I got like that New York paranoia where it's like, you know where you're going to run if shit was to pop off. Like you always 100%. Know which staircase you're running down, which door you're coming out of or whatever. 100%. Like you always know. So I'm always like, my thing is like, okay, if I always have this in mind, I feel like I know where the best spots would be. If let's say a gun came out and a guy just started shooting, like which is the most like what has the most barriers in front of it for me to go through or whatever. So I thought about that. And then I thought about like, you know, like just like random stuff, like getting pushed in the tracks or whatever. I'm like, okay, I'm standing a decent distance from the tracks. Like there's a lot of things that I feel like you kind of can control. But when it came to like gassing the cart, I was like, you're breathing that air. Like you're fucked. Like everyone in that cart is fucked. And I was just like, that is the one that I think kind of like did it for me. Where I was like, I am going to take a break from the trains for a little bit. Because every time like something crazy happens, there's always a copycat. And I was just like, I don't need somebody else trying to be all slick or whatever. And the fact that I don't even know if he was ever identified. I remember him being like, oh, like.
And this was on once again,
I don't know what train.
Oh, you don't remember which? Okay.
I just remember it definitely happened within the past 3 years because I was still at my job.
That one.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to mention the one, I'm not going to lie, the only time that I really kind of got like, also like, oh, nah, bro, was, you don't remember there was this serial killer. I think he murdered 3 people
on the train.
2 or 3 people in a span of like 2-3 weeks, on the A train, bro.
Oh,
on the A train, yeah, bro, crazy.
That's probably why I didn't think about it because I never really have to take it like
bro, that. It was on the A train, and I remember I remember everybody was just like, yo, like please be safe. You know, we don't even like they have never identified the dude either, so that was the problem.
Yeah,
they would just like. People, you know how like when the train reaches a certain stop and they like, you know, people come in to clean, they just see a dead body in there. So I can't remember how many people they killed.
What the fuck?
This person killed, but it was like 2-3 people. 2-3 or like even 4. Like all in a span of like a month or less. Crazy. So I remember I used to have, so ironic, and I'm over here saying the L train was the best. L train wasn't running after a certain time. Yeah. And I was working at Times Square at the time. So the only other alternate route that I could take was the A train from Port Authority to like Broadway Junction because the L train was working from there to my stop. So I was like, all right, cool, just I have to take the A train, bro. I got no
Yeah.
choice. And even not even the J train, I think was
I would have
working
been like shitting
too.
bricks the whole time,
Yo,
like
bro,
looking
I'm
at
not
everybody.
gonna lie. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you felt like, because keep in mind, I used to work at a flagship store, so we weren't at the time. We weren't leaving. We weren't leaving till like 12, 1 in the morning. So, bro, I just remember like you could feel like there was a desperation or like a tension in the air, bro. Like,
Yeah.
for the few people that were, you can tell too.
You're all hoping none of you are the guy.
Exactly.
Like,
It's like that game.
it's fucking murder mystery.
Yeah.
The lights shut off.
What's that game with the little bodies?
It's not Monopoly.
Nah, not
Clue?
Monopoly. Damn, it blew up.
What?
But it's like they have like one eye and then they
One eye.
damn, bro.
One.
You're like different colors and then somebody's hiding as like the imposter who's the killer.
Oh, Among Us.
Among Us. There we go. It was like, it felt like that, bro, but like real life.
Yeah.
And no, but I just remember too that like it's Port Authority, 42nd Street. No matter what time it is, that train is typically, I wouldn't say packed, but there's a lot of people usually there.
Yeah.
Bro, the platform was damn near empty. So that's what even made it more like,
Yeah.
I remember like the whole time my mom was like, yo, like, Poppy, please just be careful, be mindful, like call us if you need anything. She was like, yo, please share your location with your brother. Just do something, please. And I was just like, yo, I got you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was just like, she's being dramatic. And then it wasn't until like the first night, because like I said, by then this dude already killed like 3 people. So it wasn't until that night where I got in the train and I'm just like, oh, this is kind of weird. Like people were waiting by the staircase. People were pressed up against the wall.
Like just kind of always ready to run and stuff.
People didn't have headphones on. People did not have headphones on, bro. Because they, you know what I mean? They want to be hearing everything, bro. And I just remember like everybody was just shook, bro.
Yeah,
everybody was just
that's
constantly
scary.
just looking around or whatever. And even I was just like, yo, this is probably the most scared I've ever felt.
Yeah. Do you have any advice to anyone traveling to New York for the first time and planning to take the train? This is our closing out. Besides mind your business.
Can I look in there?
Yeah, you can.
I'm sorry. I know you said besides that. Number 1, mind your fucking business. Don't entertain. Do not make eye contact. Do not stare at people, bro. You know how many times I've seen tourists, and I know they're tourists. They come from a different state, country, wherever, bro, and something's popping off, or like, let's just say a homeless dude is bugging out. We used to that. What do?
Walk away.
Walk away, or you what? You just don't pay mind to him or her. I see tourists.
Or they walk up to them, or they ask them what's wrong. Or like,
no, I never seen that. I never seen them being that stupid, but
no, yeah, 100%. Like when it's a mild, like crazy person.
Okay.
Obviously, not the ones like bugging out, but like if someone's like doing some weird shit like with their head down and kind of like rocking, I've seen someone be like, "Are you okay?" And it's like you don't ask if they're okay. Clearly not okay, and you're about to not be okay if you keep talking to them.
Bro, but like I said, bro, mind your fucking business. Don't stare at people.
Says the guy who had a staring contest on the train.
That's different though. You got to pick your battles. But all right, so cool. Mind your business. Don't stare. None of that. Just mind your business. Go about your day. Don't pay any mind. Try your best. 2, personal space, bro. I know there's certain times the train gets packed. There's nothing you could do about it. It is what it is. That's understandable.
But don't manspread.
Don't manspread. Bro, you know how many times I lean on the door? The whole car is empty and homeboy want to grab the pole in front of me, bro. Yo, that blows mine, bro.
Like, just kiss already.
Don't do that. Don't do that, because then I'm going to have to punch you in your throat. Don't do that. Personal space. Now, 3, please.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Well, but bro, please. You know when someone's not from New York when they can't balance themselves on the train.
Yeah.
Don't be that one dickhead trying to act cool. You start doing pull-ups on the thing. You start hanging on. You start stretching. Don't do none of that, bro.
Yeah.
Don't do that, bro. You're not cool. You're a lame. Stop it. You look stupid. What is wrong with you? People do that shit. They do that, bro.
I mean, I've done the pull-ups before.
Oh, God. I'm sorry, bro. Don't do that, bro. That's cringe. That's
No,
cringe.
it's not.
It's cringe.
I'm
bro.
a girl doing pull-ups. You're cool when you can do pull-ups.
Like, yeah, she could do cool. Nah, but
Yeah.
but just like I said, bro, just mind your business. Personal space. Don't do all the extra shit. I've seen people, they start like, bro, hold the pole, bro. Like, why are you like, stop trying to act cool? Why are you like not holding the pole, bro?
That's crazy.
That's it. Just the number one thing is mind your business, bro. Mind your business.
On the tail end of what he said, if you are gonna try to stand on the train, do it close to the door. Don't do it in the middle, because in the middle you will bust your ass. And I say that as a seasoned New Yorker who's learned that the hard way. I almost busted my ass the other day. I had to grab onto Josiah's jacket. And mind you, okay, my boyfriend's ACL is torn. And my first instinct was to grab his jacket while almost falling on my ass on the train. That didn't go well. So all that to say, just hold on to the fucking pole. Just hold on to the pole. Hold on, side note. I used to act like I was a stripper when I was a kid. I used to go, because the poles weren't split in the middle before. So like I used to have my hand on the pole, and I used to do the walk around, and then I would try to do like a little spin and stuff. That I had a habit of that when they had the poles at the parks, like at the playgrounds. I used to do it. I used to go on the top and like swing my body around so I could spin around the pole.
I used to airdrop people funny pictures. I used to change.
Someone airdropped my mom a penis on the train. Don't be that guy.
Yeah, don't do that.
And what's crazy is taking the chance, like hoping that the right person gets it. Because it's like, you don't know my mother's name. You're just over here sending your penis out. So.
Never like, I know you say you want to close it. I'm sorry, but like, I used to airdrop people things. I'm not gonna say what. It definitely wasn't my penis, but or was it? But I used to see people, and I would just send like a meme, like with just something stupid, and like I would fight for my life to hold my laughter just to see people's reaction. So you gotta airdrop it, but you gotta maintain a serious face because that person's just like looking around.
I'm thinking about the ones you sent in the group chat.
I remember I sent a picture. I sent a picture of Thanos with the gauntlet, with the Infinity Gauntlet. He was butt ass naked. Yo. He snaps. Yo. Oh, bro. Yo, nah, I remember one time somebody sent me the it was so subtle, but like someone airdropped the SpongeBob where he was like, wait, I forgot what he said. I think he was talking to Squidward. He's like, you ate the
Krabby Patties.
Daddy, right? He sent that. Whoever sent that, and I just started rolling, bro.
They must have loved that.
Man. That shit was mad funny.
Whew.
Take the train, guys.
No, the train is fun for as long as you're smart. And don't take it often, but it's definitely part of the New York experience. If you want to get the whole...
I take that shit every day.
If you want to get the vibe of New York, take the train. But if you don't have the street smarts or anything close to it, take it in a safe area for like 3 stops.
Bro, like, of course that helps and all that being from New York. But like, if I could add on, like I said, bro, it's just understand, like read the room. Read the room.
A lot of people can't do that.
I know. But I'm just like, just read the room. Obviously, know where to sit, know who to stay away from and all that, and then you'll be fine. Make sure you're paying attention. Just make sure you're always, don't be, you of course, be on guard, but just be mindful of your surroundings. Make sure you always look.
You're telling them to do on the first try something that's taken us years to like figure out.
Really? I feel like I got it. I feel like I got it.
So your first time on the train, because this is their first time in New York. Your first time on the train, you was like, okay, I know what to do, what to say, how to act, everything.
Yeah.
You're a fucking liar.
I swear to God, obviously, of course, like you grow up and you start to know what better habits and whatnot. But like I said, like when I would take the train, either like with friends, by myself, or like with my brother, or like with my mom, I used to remember. You know how people get lost? I used to memorize like where to go off rip. Like my mom would go to certain stations, I'll pay attention. Like I used to be like, all right, we're this stop, this stop, this stop. Okay, cool. I used to count in my head how many stops till my stop.
Whatever.
Like I'm telling you, bro. I
Wait,
used to be well
side
quick.
note. Damn, I know we said we were gonna go, but
We have a lot to talk
there's something that I've never understood why we get mad at them. Not we, but like why people get mad at them, or like, I don't know. You know, like when someone, and I'm trying not to use certain words, but it's always like very obvious the type of person that it is. And I'm not saying this.
Say it.
I'm not saying this to
Say
like
it.
be mean to this group of people. But like,
you're gonna pull a Kanye.
no. So
Yay.
Cause like it happens, I feel like
Easy.
often enough where someone takes over a train and they play conductor, but they don't derail the train. Like they're literally just working in the train. It's just someone who really likes trains and they sit in the conductor seat and they just work there. And then it'll be on the news and it's like, oh, train conductor imposter spent 48 hours on the train or whatever. And, this is bad news, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, no one got hurt and the trains got to where they need to go. Clearly, if the trains are that easy to run, give the dude a job. Why are we criminalizing the kid? That's just something that has always pissed me off. Like every time it happens, it's like, well, clearly this kid knows what they're doing. So that was a little side note for me.
I think somebody like hijacked a bus, not a train, but it was a bus in Canada.
Oh.
But they went to every stop and picked people up still.
See? Like, that's what I'm saying.
It's just like, it's so funny
Give him
because
a
like, he
job.
got arrested.
See?
But nobody was harmed. He picked everybody up and he was letting people get on the bus and everything.
He was just working. Like
He was charging people too. Imagine you got charged. You're like, damn, I paid $2.90 and this dude's not even the conductor. I could have got away with it.
Yeah, like I don't see the issue with that. They're just misguided. Just give them a job.
Also, hop the train. Make sure you look around before you do it. Look for the cops. Look for the boys. Or look for people who are undercover. They dress like John Cena.
And there's a door. They're usually behind the door because I've seen it happen that somebody jumps the train. There's like a bunch of cameras behind the door.
Pay attention, bro.
They come out.
Pay attention. But don't pay that $2.90, bro.
But you understand that he just said to jump the turnstile, but we're telling you all the ways that they're probably watching you. So the good advice would probably be, don't jump the turnstile.
Do it. Don't be pussy.
I was gonna say something else about the trains. Turnstiles. I think we're okay. All right. You said your last piece. You got everything out. Okay, cool. All right, guys. Well, thank you for listening and thank you for watching this week's episode of Yip to My Yap. Please like, comment, subscribe, leave 5 stars if your listening platform allows you to do so. And thanks for spending time with us for the last hour-ish. I love you guys, and I will see you next week. Bye.
Let's go.